What's up? Wake up and smell the coffee because this one's coming at you. I want to talk about why reconciliation is a double-edged sword, and I'm going to equate it to another situation that some of us, not all of us, have faced. Let's talk about cheating. Let's say you're with someone, you're lying next to them every day, every night, etc., and they tell you, I love you, and this and that, and all of a sudden you get a text from the other woman. And she says, I've been dating your husband, your partner, your boyfriend, etc. And you say, what the hell's going on? So let's just say you break up. Or you decide to stay together. In the back of your mind, you're always thinking, you're always on that edge because every time they look at the phone or they're gone too late or they go somewhere and you don't know where they're at, it's always in the back of your mind they're going to cheat or they are cheating or whatever. So what do you do in that situation? I could not stay with a cheater. Years ago, I dated someone for 6 years and everything was fine and dandy. It was a monogamous situation. So I thought, and get this text that says the guy I'm with has a girlfriend and so on and so forth. And the text was correct. He did. And I broke up. Now I can equate this to reconciliation when it comes to parental estrangement. So my oldest daughter moved out when I was at work, and this was like 2010 or something. And so she moved out. She came back about 6 months later. I don't know what she needed. I confronted her. She walked out. I was pissed. I'll tell you. I said, "Why did you leave?" She goes, "F you," and she walked out. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And then a couple of years goes by, and I'm at the point I'm just sad. You know, I was not at a good place, so I was vulnerable. And someone said, your daughter wants to come back, and I said, all right, that's cool. So she came back, and I was at a place. I was a blubbering idiot. She walked in that house. I broke down. I sobbed, and I gave her a hug. She walked in with her arms crossed, and I gave her a hug, and I didn't let go. And I thought, I can't let her go because she'd walk out again. But anyways, she apologized, and so did I. And she said, I'll never walk out again, Mom. And she did. We actually had lived together for a couple of years, and I helped her with a vehicle and this and that, and she estranged again. So I'm going to let you know, just like cheating, if you allow the cheater or your estranged son or daughter to come back into your life, it's always going to be in the back of your mind. Are they going to do it again? And you just don't know when it's going to happen. And because they're adults, you have no choice. If they leave, well, you can't handcuff them. You got to let them walk out the door. And not only that, they normally just block you on everything, so then you don't know where they're at. If you have a phone and you normally track them, which I never did, they'll turn that off. You will have no idea where they're at. The reason I'm saying you have to, this is a buyer beware. And this will sink in. Someone who loves you and truly cares about you, if they honestly did, if I tell you I love you, I swear to God it's true. If they loved you, they would have never treated you the way they did in the first place. If a son or daughter walks out of your life, they were biding their time until they could make their great escape. And then they'll go about blaming you. They'll say, you did X, Y, and Z, then I had to leave because I didn't feel safe. And then the triangulation starts because they will pull other people in. And other people will side with them, become their own little military, and go about building a case against you. The people that may have been lifelong friends, your siblings, maybe a grandparent, someone, it's always got to be someone who's been jealous of you or someone who never liked you either. They will align with your son or daughter and stab you in the front, back, and sides. So be very, very careful about who you expose yourself to. If your son or daughter walks away, don't talk to anyone. Talk to a trusted friend. That's what you have to do. Find someone you can trust that you can talk to. But if you don't have a trusted friend, find a therapist. Make sure you talk about your situation with someone else outside that doesn't know your estranged son or daughter. You don't know who they're going to align with, but you will sooner or later, because when you reach out, this is the key. This is what they'll say. If you reach out and say, I need to know what's going on with my son or daughter, and the other person will say, well, I have contact with them, but they asked me not to tell you anything. That's who you know is safe or not. That's all there is to it. So anyways, that's all I've got, and I will be back.